welcome to today's session with me, Kirsty. We're going to be working on a full body workout today to support hormone health because movement matters in every stage of menopause and midlife. Today's session, we're going to have a short warm-up. We'll have the main part of the session, which is a 20-minute session broken down into two 10-minute blocks, and then we're going to finish with a short cool down. The equipment that you'll need for today are a couple of sets of weights. I'm going to be using, for my lightest weight, a 3 kilo set, and I'm going to be using 8 kilos for my heaviest set. I'm also going to be using a 5 kilo as my medium set, but please use a weight that feels challenging for you so you can really enhance those strength gains. We're going to start with this session with a quick warm-up. Are you ready? Let's get going. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a step out to the side, and we're going to reach over the side, really stretching out through your side here, pushing over, but pushing your weight back through your bottom. So stepping over to the side, reach over, so really feeling that stretch through your midsection and pushing your weight behind you. Well done. So not putting too much pressure on those knees as we just warm up with a bit of lateral or sideways movement here. Well done. So today I really want you to try and stay in the moment. Really work within the boundary of your body. So really think about making choices that are right for you in this session today. And that's just going to help you to be really mindful of your movements. Just going to keep that cortisol low as we work together today. Well done. One more. Amazing work. We're going to work through the back of the legs here with a few zombie taps. So start with a little bent knee. We're going to just bring the leg up and bring the hand to the toe. So start with a little bent knee unless you feel really super duper flexible and you're able to do it with a straight leg, and then just work into a straight leg here. Now if you can't do these with a straight leg, don't worry, that's absolutely fine. This is just a warm-up exercise. We just want to get the heart and lungs primed and ready, okay? Get your brain switched on and get those muscles loosened up so we can get this session underway. Well done. Take a short rest there. Last little thing we're going to do, again, we're going to bring the legs nice and wide, wider than shoulder width. You're going to bring one hand to the inside of the opposite foot, bringing the other arm up behind you and pushing over. So over and over, back nice and straight, keeping the chest open, ears in line with shoulders so you know you're not pushing your head too far forwards, and just push, push, push with that weight, pushing backwards into your bottom, through that back wall. Okay, so feeling on the inner thigh here. Shouldn't be feeling it too much into the knees. If you are, turn those toes out. 2, 1, take a rest. Okay, make sure you've got your weights ready. Make sure you have a drink of water. Make any adjustments you need to make, and I'll meet you back here for the main session in a second. So we're going to be starting this session today in a squat position with a bicep curl. So I've chosen my medium weights here, bringing the feet out nice and wide. I want a bit of space in between the legs as I bring the weights in front with a grasp with my palms out, sitting into the position, curling up and coming up to stand. So sit down, curl and stand. Now what we're doing here is making sure the bottom is pushed back is nice and straight and chest is open. Not rushing that curling movement either. So really sitting into it, staying down whilst we curl. Okay, so a nice complex movement here. 2 exercises in one, which makes this really efficient for time. Okay, but it also pushes up the heart rate and it gets your brain working. Well done. And take a rest. Fantastic work. You're going to see that exercise again. Okay, so don't worry, you're going to get another chance to give that a go. Next exercise, we're going to do some lateral work. So we're going to come over to the side. While we're down here, sweep the arms up, come back into the center and switch. Are you ready? Let's go. Over, up, and switch. Over, arms come up, and switch. Really making sure your weight is coming back behind you, not over the knee. So we're coming back, the weight is pushed back, arms are coming up, and coming back into the center. Again, you're going to get to do this again because this session is a 10-minute block that we're going to run through twice. Fantastic. Just priming that overhead movement here. 2, 1. Brilliant work. Okay. Grab your weights that you're confident using with an overhead press. So you may want to start light with these and then work into them if you're going to feel more confident doing that. Rack the weights up to your shoulders. We're going to step back into a reverse lunge with a push up overhead. Are you ready? Let's go. So step and push. Switch sides, step back, push. As you get more confident, you can link those movements together a little more, or you can step, push, return, and come back up. It's totally up to you how you link these movements, and if you don't want to do the overhead press with the weights, you can do them without weights. Okay, well done, good job, take a rest, well done. Okay, next exercise, we're going to use a lightweight, a little more of a cardio-based exercise here, just to help that blood sugar regulation. I'm using a 3 kilo for this. You can use this weight-free if you prefer. We're going to do some cross-body punch. You ready? So across, back in, cross, back in, push, push. Notice the trailing leg pivoting up onto the toe, bringing the heel up, push, push, push. At whatever pace you want to work through here. Yes, well done. Feel that tummy nice and tight. Stay with me in the moment. Okay, be really mindful about your movements. Push, push, yes. Take a rest, fantastic work. We're gonna work through some press-ups now. Now, you've got some variations for these adaptations. You can do them on your knees, on your toes, on your raised surface, or on your wall. So choose a level that feels challenging for you. We're gonna try and get the chest down to your surface. So let's go, chest comes down and push up. Chest comes down and push up. Now, if these spark anxiety or fear, okay, with you, try not to worry about it. It's just an exercise. Change the positioning of your hands if it feels a little uncomfortable. So you can bring your hands out a little wider. You can turn your hands, okay? You can change how this exercise feels depending on what's going on with you and your body, okay? Chances are if you're doing this in midlife, in all stages of menopause, you're carrying, take a rest, some of the legacy of your life. So you may have shoulder issues, you may have little tightness here and there, and that's totally okay. We all have it, it's totally fine, okay? Grab some weights, we're gonna stay in the same surface that you were working on before, and we're gonna work to a renegade row. So pulling the weight up to the chest and bringing it back down, under control, breathing all the time. Well done. So really working on some strength here, working on a weight that feels challenging, keeping that core nice and tight as you work, trying not to have too much shift in the hips. Brilliant. Well done, stay with me in the moment. If staying in the moment means counting your reps, if it means just working arm, then just keep going. Well done, take a rest, fantastic work. We're gonna be coming back up to your feet. And again, I'm gonna switch weights. I'm gonna go for something a little lighter. We're gonna add some more movement, more sideways movement with a lateral raise here. So we're gonna step out to the side and bring the arms out to the side, little bend in the elbow on each side, okay? Now this is really tough, this one. You're thinking about the leg coming out, the arms are coming up and down quite quickly as well, but they still need to work with control, okay? So just up and down, up and down. Slow it down if you need to. You certainly shouldn't be going too fast with this exercise. Keep that little bend in the elbow, it really helps. Building that strength. Yes, remember why you're here. 2, 1, take a rest. That was really great work, really well done. Select a weight that feels challenging to push up overhead in a diagonal movement. I'm going to start this one with a 5. Okay, so nice wide feet, a little wider than shoulder width. We're going to bring that weight down in between the legs. We're going to come up, rotate round and push. One side at a time for this exercise. Push, down. Well done. Yes. So really using our weight training here, challenging weights to really help us to regulate our blood sugar, help us to build muscle, but also to help strengthen the bones. Okay, so weight bearing exercise, whether that's body weight bearing or using resistance, is really going to help to build that bone strength. 2, 1, take a rest. Okay, because as estrogen drops, the strength training is really going to take over what the estrogen was doing with your bones, helping to build. Okay, there's a natural process where your bones, they're regenerating all the time. Let's go. And without that estrogen, we have to have something else to help to build the bones as they naturally break down. So strength training is amazing at replacing that estrogen for that purpose. Okay, so really working hard here. Remembering your why. Why do you work out? Why is movement important for you specifically? It might be for mental well-being. It might be social. Good. It might be the way that you feel. 2, 1, amazing work. We're gonna go for a slightly lighter weight here. Okay, well done. We're gonna do a front raise with a face pull. This is our last exercise before we go around again. So if you feel you've had enough after this first 10 minutes, you can tap out now, absolutely. Bring the hands in front, overhand grasp, bring the weights up to around about shoulder height, into the ears, out and down. So up, into the ears, out, down. Now what we're not doing here is pushing the head forwards, okay? So as we come up, head stays still, the arms are doing all the work here, but your core is also really working hard. So you're working on developing that postural strength, that upright position, as well as building those muscles and bones in the working arms that you can see. There's a lot more going on here. Take a rest. Okay, we're gonna go right back round again and we're gonna do that bicep curl in the squat position. Now I've picked up my heavier weights here. Gonna make sure there's plenty of room in between the legs, and I'm gonna keep this one nice and slow. If you're going up in weight as well, keep it slow. Let's sit down, curl, back, stand, sit, curl, good. Making sure you breathe that pressure out through your mouth, good. Really working hard here. This is not an easy exercise. Okay, you might find some exercises feel that they require less effort than others, but guaranteed there's somebody out there who's going to find the exercise that you find easier harder. Well done, take a rest. Really good job there. Let's go back down into that lateral lunge with the overhead raise, just with the arms, no weight, body weight only, really working on that pure movement here. Sideways movement, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's step out, sweep those arms up, come back into stand. This just acts like a little fire break, really. Just get a little bit of extra mobility. This is really good for the low back. Strengthening in more ways than just lifting weights, okay? Well done. Remembering you're pushing that weight back through your bottom. You've got all sorts of balance, coordination, foot and ankle strength going on here as well. Take a rest, fantastic. Okay, let's do that reverse lunge with the overhead press. Again, working into my medium weights here, the 5 kilos, but use whatever feels right for you. Rack them up to the shoulders, step back, drop down if you can, but don't worry if you can't. 2, 1, let's go. So step back, push, return and stand, or step back and push, here or here. Okay, if you need to step back just here, pushing up, coming back down, you've got so many options about how you can make this workout work for you. Making sure that you are dropping down through the hips and coming up through the head, so you're not leaning forwards. Well done. And take a rest. Brilliant work. Okay. Fantastic. We're going to do that cross-body punch again. If by now you're feeling that you can't do this with weight, then please feel free to work weight-free. Okay, that's your option to bring it down a level. Otherwise, let's go with our weights. Good. Brilliant. Tummy nice and tight. You feel that working across the body. You're controlling those weights, really making the weights work for you. All they want to do is get down to the ground. You are doing an amazing job of keeping them where they need to be, using the strength in your core, the strength in your arms and shoulders, and in your back. 2, 1, fantastic. We're gonna go down and do those press-ups again. Take your weights with you for your renegade row if you don't have them nearby. And remembering chest down to the mat. If you find press-ups hard, I do have a video about how you can change your press-up. Let's go. The different stages, 8 different stages of doing press-ups. I'll link that in the description for this video so you can check that out. Same with lunges. If you find lunges tough, recently released a lunge masterclass video that's going to show you exactly how to do that lunge. Okay, common mistakes. So check that out as well. That's also in the description for this video. Keep it going. Amazing. Get that chest down, even if you can just do 2. Full press, chest down in whatever position, then that's amazing. That is your body weight you're lifting up and down. Fantastic. Let's get those weights ready. Gonna get going for that renegade row. So again, into position. If you're using your modified position like I am here, making sure those knees are coming nice back, hips aren't pushing forwards or up in the air too much. Good. Rowing up to the armpit. Staying nice and strong through your midsection. Breathing all the time. If you're not sure if you're breathing correctly, I like to think about exhale on effort. Okay, so at the hardest point of the exercise, where the pressure is building, that's where you push that breath out. Okay, exhale on effort, E on E, that's how I remember it. And if you think that you are breathing properly, then take a rest. Then just check that when you're doing the exercise, you're not going, letting that breath out sort of involuntarily, you're just leaving it as a sigh of relief. That means you're not breathing properly, okay? So just have a think about what you're doing, just observe how it's going. Are you ready for a lateral step? This is a real toughie, but we're near the end, okay? So let's just stay together here. Let's work together. I'm here to support you. I'm here to build your confidence as well as your strength, okay? If you can stick with me, I will stick with you. That's the way it works. Good job. The only reason I make these videos is for helping you to feel your best, build your strength, empower you to make the right decisions for you and your body. Amazing work. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. That was a real struggle towards the end for me. Was that hard for you as well? Okay, we're gonna go for our diagonal, our squat to diagonal press, okay? I'm gonna go for a heavier weight on this, I may regret it, but I'm just gonna push, push, push. And I want you to do the same if it feels safe for you to do so. Are you ready? Down, diagonal press. Down, diagonal press. If you have gone up in weight, be sure not to speed that movement up. What we don't want to do is use loads of momentum because that takes away from what you're actually doing. If we're using momentum, we're just letting the muscles off lightly, and we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that those muscles are working really hard. Take a rest, fantastic work. Just leave that weight down in between the feet. Walk around if you need to. Remember what this workout is doing for you. It's helping to balance you, okay? It's helping you to focus on you. Take that nice deep breath. Stay in the moment with me. Let's go. I don't want you to think about what you've got to do later. Down, push, yes. Brilliant work. Really working hard here. Regulating that blood sugar with the combination of light cardio and resistance work. Keeping it mindful to keep that cortisol low. 3, 2, 1. Amazing work. We're gonna finish off on that face pull with the front raise, dropping down in weight again, and then we'll work into our cool down. Okay, you ready? You've done so well to get to this point. If you're still here at this point, drop me an emoji in the comments, leave me a comment, let's go. Let me know how you found this workout. Let me know what your goals are, what your aims are, and I'll see if I can help to support you by making more content that you want. Good job. Nice and strong in the core, yes. Breathe it through. Don't be afraid to be a loud breather either. That's okay. Don't be afraid to be an exerciser that goes a bit red. That's okay. You are you. Your physiology is your own. How you react to exercise, take a rest, is amazing. And it's better than not reacting to exercise at all because you haven't done any, okay? So be proud. Be proud to be sweaty, be proud to be pink in the face, be proud to be breathy, okay? Because it means you've worked really, really hard. And I'm so proud of you. Let's crack on with that cool down. We're gonna start with a forwards fold, okay? So before we get there, we're gonna have our feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart, around about shoulders. I want you to take a really nice grounding breath in through the nose and push it out through the mouth. Push down through your heels and feel yourself really connect with your floor. One more. Breathe in. This time with the breath, I just want you to just relax. Let everything, all of that weight that was on your shoulders, just slide off. Next time on the breath in, we're gonna fold ourselves forwards. Breath in, fold forwards. Well done. One more. Good job. Take a little rest from this. Hands come in front, shake hands with yourself. And I want you to really round out those shoulders, and stretch through the upper back there. Drop the head down. Again, connect with your floor. Keep your whole foot pushed into the floor, especially your heel. If you want to do this from a seated position, you can do this from down onto the mat in a cross-legged position. You can do this kneeling, you can do this in a chair, but really work on pulling and stretching through that upper back. And now let's reverse. Bring the hands behind and stretch out into the chest without pushing the head forwards. So no chicken neck here. Okay, keep the ears in line with shoulders. And this is just such a lovely stretch. Especially if you have a tight chest, this is such a great stretch to do. After that front raise as well, it feels really nice. Brilliant work. Final thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna sit into a little squat, just a tiny little squat here. Just gonna push out into the hips, so just gonna push the knees out slightly with the backs of your forearms. And then we're gonna windmill round, eye gazes on fingers, so stretching out through the mid back here. You may feel a couple of release clicks through your spine. Well done. Eye gazes on fingers. One more. And take your rest. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed this session. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, you can become a member of the channel. All you need to do is click the join button. It's going to give you loads of information about the 3 different tiers of support. You get different perks depending on which tier you are on, but you can get exclusive sessions, you can get exclusive playbacks of the live sessions that I do each week as well. If you enjoyed this session, please be sure to check out my channel, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, leave me a like on this video. It really helps other people find these videos, people just like you. So if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to share it as well. And take care, I'll see you at the next one. Bye.